Hey, friends of Fat Tracks. It's another week, so it's time for another update. Let's see. So, all of the paperwork for licensing, that sort of thing, is done. That's out of the way. Next up is actually getting the bank account, which I have been looking at. I actually run a company right now, and we use a credit union for our banking. I was arguing whether or not to go with a national bank, but at this point, I think we're probably just going to go with the credit union. Seems to be less hiccups, and I already do business with them, so I'm kind of used to them. But the main hang up on that is that it's been cold, super cold here in North Austin. Past couple of days, I think the low has been in the teens, which for Central Texas is miserable, absolutely miserable. So once the bank's done, we can go ahead and get our affiliation with like Bookshop, Libro, that sort of thing. Up next, though, is the podcast and the magazine. So the magazine idea really is more like Trader Joe's Fearless Flyer. It's a way that we can showcase new releases, things that are coming out, things in the community, without going in and messing a lot with the website. I'm not saying that the website wouldn't be appropriate, but I don't feel like the website is something. I don't think people go to websites outside of their storefronts just to find out what's coming out. I could be wrong, but I also wanted to showcase local artists, local writers. I mean, this is Metro Austin. There's a lot of artistry here, so that's the plan. But I can expound more upon that in the podcast, assuming we do a podcast. I have not decided yet. Mainly because I have the equipment. I actually have the software. But since I'm doing it more officially, I have licensed software and, more professional kind of equipment. And I am not super well versed on that. I've used free and open source stuff and super cheap equipment. And you would think that there wouldn't be that much of a learning curve, but there is. There's a huge learning curve because licensed software means that, oh, well, you can do this, that, and the other. And I'm sitting there going, look, I just want something to record my voice and make it sound okay. But all that's later. So aside from that, that's pretty much it for this week. Next week, I should have more. The very first issue, kind of the pilot issue of the magazine should be done next week, I think. Assuming that I don't pull out my hair doing it, which I don't have any. So, all right. Well, everyone, I hope you stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next week.